Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be showing you my Soviet SHMG gas mask, or more commonly known as the PMG. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. The Soviet SHMG gas mask started its production in the mid-60s, or actually I think it was 1963. Anyway, and it saw service all the way until around the mid-80s when it was replaced. The SHMG was used by the Soviet Armed Forces, and I believe Bulgaria purchased some SHMGs and used them, but they may have just made a licensed copy of the SHMG. I'm not exactly too sure on that, but I do know that Hungary made their own version of the SHMG, which was called the 70M, and the difference between the 70M and the SHMG is that the 70M has a much darker rubber. It's made out of a much darker rubber, and the exhale valve assembly is made out of a darker plastic, and the voice emitter cover is covered in a lot more holes, and the holes are much smaller, and the voice diaphragm cover just kind of has a weird divot in the middle. But enough about foreign copies. Let's continue on about the SHMG itself. Now, I cannot stress this enough. This mask right here is not called the PMG. Its proper designation is the SHMG. The PMG is the designation for the whole kit right here. But since we're talking about the PMG kit, let's go over what is included in the PMG kit. Here we have the SHMG gas mask. Here we have an EO18K filter. And this is called the Type G carrier, I believe. I may be mistaken on that. But yeah, here's your carrier with two lifted dots right there. And here we have a filter sock which goes over the filter to make the first particulate layer last a bit longer. This keeps out snow, and dust, and rain, but it's just not waterproof. It just, keeps some stuff out, the first particulate layer, to, make it last longer, because, when your particle layer gets clogged, it gets harder to breathe. Anyway, here we have two anti-dims right here. And then right there we have spare voice diaphragms, I believe, but I'll open that up in just a second. The rubber in the mask itself is 100% latex. As far as I'm aware, it might not be exactly 100% latex, but I wouldn't doubt if it is 100% latex, because it looks like latex, it feels like latex, and it behaves like latex. And knowing the Soviet Union, they, chose the cheapest materials possible to make stuff out of. So cheap material, 100% latex. Find the cheapest latex you could find and make your mask out of that. So yeah, and the carrier is made out of a canvas-like material. And the filter sock actually just feels like a winter sock. Just, winter socks are kind of thick. Just feels like a very thin winter sock, honestly. But inside, there is something that looks like weird dried up candy turd or whatever. But yeah, that's supposed to go on the inlet of the filter to keep the sock from getting sucked in and causing a lot of breathing resistance. So yeah, the SHMG is an incredibly common gas mask. You can find it everywhere. You can find it on Etsy. You can find it in surplus stores. You can find it on eBay. But yeah, it's very easy to find. It's pretty well known. But the model that I have, well actually no, the variant I have is a bit harder to find, because most of the SHMGs that you will see are for right-handed shooters, because the filter port is on the left side, not the right. So the filter port on mine is on the right side. So this is for a left-handed shooter. That's unfortunate, because I'm a right-handed shooter, but then again, I'm happy to have this mask because it's slightly harder to find, because, lefties aren't as common as righties, apparently. The funny thing is, I didn't actually know which side the filter port was on, because it came in this Everstar Defense Products box. As you can see on the box, the filter port is on the left side, but nowhere on the box does it say which side the filter port is on. Nowhere. Not even the other side, or the bottom, or the top. But the mask also came with these cool instructions, which I will show you that now. Oh, there's something kind of interesting I didn't notice before. But on the bottom of the box, there's a little piece of paper that says 5. I don't know what that means, but you know, keep it. But yeah, this mask came with instructions and like a little legal piece of paper thing. So yeah, if you want to read this, there we go. If you want to read this, please pause. Let me focus the camera to give you a chance. Okay, there you go. So if you want to read, pause it now. All right, other side. If you want to read it, pause it now. That last piece of paper. If you want to read it, pause it right now. Actually, need to get the shadow. And focus the camera, come on. There we go. Now to put this back. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping these instructions. This is cool. Yeah, so Everstar Defense Products bought a lot of Soviet gas masks and boxed them up and sold them. And yeah, this was sealed in a box, and it was original, and I opened it. So yeah, screw it. Nobody gives a damn about Everstar. Yeah, I'm quite happy to have the SHMG and the PMG kit. It's just overall very, very cool. One of my favorite gas masks, actually. Just, you know, the way it looks. It's definitely not the most high quality, but, you know, it's super cool, and it's just overall a very classic mask. And I got this for my birthday, which was yesterday, and I'm 18 years old, so yeah, happy birthday to me. But I'm just very thankful to have this SHMG and the PMG kit. I'm just very thankful for it. I'm actually, like, loving this mask more because it's for a left-handed shooter, because it's harder to find. I'm just so glad I was able to acquire this mask. Blabbering, let's get into the pieces of the kit up close. I'm going to open the carrier. We have manufacturer's stamp, I believe. Come on, there we go. You focus, focus, focus. There we go. Very nice carrier. I know some Soviet carriers and bags are pretty cheap and crappy, but this one's not too bad. This carrier and the carrier for the SHMB, those are definitely my favorite carriers produced by the Soviet Union. I should say the former Soviet Union. Haha, take that. Take that, you damn Soviets. You know, the Soviet Union will last forever. It didn't even last 100 years. And Queen Elizabeth is like pathetic. But yeah. All right, so here, let's open this. Let's open this, come on. So yeah, anti-dim pieces of plastic for the eyepieces to keep the mask from fogging up, which this mask fogs a little bit, but not too bad. Here, I believe we have spare voice emitters. Wait a minute. These look like anti-dim. These look like anti-dims for the GP5 almost. Oh, these are probably voice diaphragms. Yeah, Russian gas masks are not my specialty, but you know, I'm trying my best here. Come on, people. Filter sock, I already showed you that. Here's the EO 18K filter. So yeah, I believe mine was made in 1985. And I have opened this, so yeah, this isn't sealed anymore. I mean, it's been exposed to air. But yeah, very mint condition filter. Hasn't been used, well, until I opened it. But yeah, it's mint condition, and it wasn't used when I got it. from 85, so that's not too old. And yes, these filters do contain asbestos, but I'm gonna have to make an entirely separate video on asbestos because I cannot get into that right now. But I will say that the amount in here is only like 3 or 5%. It's not enough to hurt you. And the filter is mint, so the likelihood of asbestos leaking out is very, very low. And if it does leak out, it has to get through the charcoal layer and then the second particulate layer. And if the few asbestos fibers that manage to leak out, if it somehow manages to get through all that, the amount that actually gets through is such a small amount, it doesn't do anything to my lungs, so yeah. I think that's pretty much it for the history in the mask. Actually, geez, I need to show you the mask up close, what I'm doing. So yeah, I believe my example was made in Kharkov in 1984. It's a size 4. Something I forgot to mention was that PMGs are so damn tight that you need to order a size up from whatever size you are. So I'm a size 3, but I had to order a size 4 because these masks are just super tight, speaking from experience. And yeah, this kind of works as a carrying handle. Some say that this, like these are holes here to, you know, prevent overheating in a mask. But I also heard that these holes were cut out because the mask was just actually so tight that like it would give people headaches because it would just crush their heads. But yeah, I think that's more likely that this is just to make the mask not so tight. Jeez, I can't imagine how tight this would be without these little slots here, because it's already a very, very tight mask. And here you can see the screw thread is made out of rubber. This looks like sealant, so I think screw threads were kind of rotting or falling apart. So someone had to coat it with this weird plastic sealant thing to try to keep it intact. Here's the voice emitter. The last SHMG I had, the voice emitter was just completely destroyed. It was leaking, so I had to coat it in silicone because I did not have a spare. But yeah, here's your spare voice emitter. Now this makes an awful vibrating sound if you do not tighten this cover tight enough. So yeah, get that tight on there so it won't make a horrible vibrating sound, because I want you to understand me, because I'm going to put on this gas mask right now. And where I keep these little 2 containers, I just keep them in this side pocket right here. Just put those in there. Oops, that's coming undone. Stay together. There we go. Button this up. Jeez. Lifted dots are better. Buttons are just really irritating. Or just snaps in general. Come on. There we go. Alright. There we go. All right. Going to put on the filter sock after I don the mask because I need to pressure check it. As you can see, second particulate layer is in outstanding condition. Cotton is very white, not breaking down at all. We have the first particulate layer. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, looking at it, it's outstanding condition. All right. Something I will say about this mask is that people put on ABEC filters and NATO filters on this screw thread, because apparently people think that ABEC and NATO filters fit and create a seal. What's actually happening is that you're damaging the screw threads enough that it gives the illusion of a seal, But no, Gauss filters are meant to go on this mask, not NATO or ABEC. Use original filters, people. Come on, please. Don't destroy your masks because you want to wear a safe filter. This filter is safe. Nothing's wrong with it. Come on. All right. Like I said, I'm gonna have to make a video about I'm gonna have to make a separate video about asbestos, but off topic. All right.
All right. Yeah, it's too late. Come on, center. There we go. So this is the SHMG gas mask. Definitely one of my favorites. It's kind of tight, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. There are actually 2 exhale valves in the mask. So first one's here, the second one's inside the mask, which I'm an idiot. I forgot to show you the inside of the face piece, which I will do that right now. Yeah, this mask has an extra to keep the seal, but it's a helmet style mask. It's it doesn't need this strap here.
The inside, see there's the first exhale valve, and then there's the second exhale valve. There's the filter port. So obviously, when you inhale, air comes with the filter, passes through the filter, comes through this nose piece, and comes up next to the eyepieces and defogs the mask. But yeah, I'll wrap this video up. I'll just put it on one more time because it's pretty fun to wear. I'm not sure this, but there's a 50 right there, and there's a 48 right there.
So yeah, you definitely have to wear this gas mask a bit when it's brand new, so it can stretch up, so it can stretch out and adapt to your head. Yeah, these do get slightly looser the more you wear them. Overall, it's kind of comfortable, but I can see over time it's going to get kind of uncomfortable, so yeah. I will compare this to the M9A1 in a future video. But yeah, that brings us to our end. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, and I will see you guys later. Consider subscribing. See you later. Goodbye.